What is going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Another edition of Thursday Night Thunder, the go-home show for Bash at the Beach. So we are almost ready to get this thing started. What's going on, R2K? Welcome to the stream. R2K going after a crazy hard, probably the hardest belt out there, the Outlaw Championship. Hardest belt to win, I would say. WCW Special Series title. Not a lot of titles on the line here tonight. Matter of fact, only two. We're going to see him in the first two matches tonight. Angel going after brand new light heavyweight champion Chris Jericho. But know this. Moving in, Bash at the Beach, a lot of titles on the line. So we are not going to see that many here tonight. But we are going to see some things that are setting up some of those matches. Ken, Shawn, and Sawyer going after it. Interesting tag team match here. Monica and Melinda wanting to fight each other tonight. Bischoff giving them that shot in a tag team match. Digital Dogs, brand new Universal $1 Million champion, going up against another big man, Brutus Walters. We'll see what goes on there. The Bikers going up against the New Blood in a tag match. Tammy fighting against Bobbi Hart in a 2 out of 3 submission match. You got to make your opponent submit twice. Bret Hart and Totes McGotes will be facing off at Bash at the Beach, and we'll get a shot here tonight. No titles on the line. Totes and Bret Hart going after it. And then in the main event, Hulk Hogan and Jace Wagner going after a tag team we don't see a whole lot of, but 2 out of 3 falls. Kamikaze Von Doom, Strudel, the primetime players. So we'll see how that all goes down. What is going on, Solo? Welcome to the stream, brother. And if you guys haven't gone and checked out Solo Season Universe, what are you doing? Stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. Go over there right now. Subscribe to the channel. Tell them Totes sent you. Absolutely amazing stories going on over there. You know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's have a moment of honesty here. There are stories in other E-Federations I absolutely cannot follow. And it's not because they're not great stories. It's just I don't get it. You know what I mean? Getting a little bit older, maybe not understanding everything. But Solos, look, it's not exactly a safe space. You know what I mean? But I absolutely get the storylines that are going on. So if you get over there, get involved. You get in the comments section. He runs it different than a lot of people run it. Like here, pretty much a safe space. Speaking of that, that's why you're not going to see me and Monica. You're not going to see a Totes McGotes versus Monica fight. It's never going to happen. Ever. Put a period at the end of that sentence. Like, it doesn't make sense, you know, as far as the storylines go. So, not in our universe. So you're not going to see that stuff. But over there, the comment sections drive the storylines. Here, the comment sections, I try to work those into the storylines. You know what I mean? But there, it absolutely drives the storylines. So if you want to be able to follow the storylines, it's pretty straightforward. It's like, I would call it like, I don't know, and Solo, correct me if I'm wrong, I would almost call it like the ECW. If you were looking at WCW and WWE, I would think that's more like the ECW. There is some amazing sliders, some amazing matches. The stories make sense. The titles make sense. Titles there also drive in a different way. They drive what's going on in the universe. And look, it takes a lot of guts to run it the way Solo runs it over there. The subscribers could easily derail his channel right now. Derail the entire thing. Bam. Subscribers over here are not going to derail this channel. You can't do it. I will save you from you. You know what I mean? But over there, he will not save you from you. So it's a lot of really cool stuff. But what is going on, Mr. Gruffy? I see you too, brother. Welcome to the stream. Of course, Iffy. Now, I'm going to tell you what, man. Melinda cracks me up. She's got an entire bay of people at her work that watch the show. So shout out to you guys right now watching the show. And there's two in particular that are really into to Digital's character. You know what I mean? They're really digging how his character is made. So hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Love you guys, really appreciate it. Everything you guys are doing. Vipiro, what is going on? Look, Vipiro going after this title too. This is the hardest title in the game to win. It is an 8-man, 2-minute interval gauntlet elimination match with no more than 4 people able to be in the ring at the same time. So it's not going to be every 2 minutes, so you survive. No. Once it hits 4 people, and it is 100% random, we don't know who's coming in what order, what's happening. So it is hard to defend this title. Gruening has been able. He was the original winner and able to defend it one time. Going for a second title defense now. Don't even know if he could do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Solo had a whole podcast about this, which is hilarious. And then Temple brings it up, and then now it starts to become, there's no way. You're never going to see that match here. Totes versus the big booby woman number 4, or big bootylicious wrestler number 6. Like, it's never going to happen. It's dumb. This is not the fetish of wrestling. This is as realistic as we can make it wrestling. So there's that. Again, go check out Solo Season. Go check out R2K's channel. R2K's doing some great stuff over there as well. He has got some amazing shorts and some amazing videos. Go check that out. He runs his own E-Federation over there too. Brian, what is going on, brother? Brian, I bet you Brian from the LTD? That's my guess. But what is going on, brother? Well, it sounds like right there, Brian. It sounds like Brian's got his own thing going, so go check him out. I'm going to have to go check him out. Oh, the S.A. Vader. I can see that. Like, I can absolutely see that. JP, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. So, again, only 2 championship matches here tonight. This on the men's side and on the women's side. On the women's side, we know Rep and Tia holding that title belt. But this title belt, the absolute hardest to win in the WCW 2.0. So WCW Special Series title belt on the line, Outlaw Championship.
The following contest is a gauntlet eliminator match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. At regular intervals, a new superstar enters the match. Elimination can occur anywhere in the arena. The match continues until 1 superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner.
And the other little caveat that we put in there, this is the Outlaw Series Championship title match. No more than 4 of those wrestlers will be at the ring at the same time. So Chilibot grabbing the honored position number 1. Now you want to start breaking some records. You want to start doing some crazy stuff. Win from this position. Win from position number 2. Honestly, it doesn't matter. 1 or 2. You guys are the ones starting the match. But think about that. A typical match runs 8 to 10 minutes. You would have to run 16 minutes. But in those 16 minutes, you would have to ensure that at least 4 people got eliminated to have a shot to win. So you'd have to go twice as long as a normal match would go in a brutal match and hope that in that time, not that you eliminate 4 people, but that 4 people are eliminated to get all 4 people, the final 4 in that ring, because only 4 can be in there at a time. Absolutely crazy. One of the reasons this is a hard match to win, and it is completely random. The champion gets no quarter in this match. The champion can draw number 1.
And representing the Grinders from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 224 pounds, 1/2 of the WCW World Tag Team Champions, the Violator, RTK.
So Rated R2K drawing the number 2. Now these two guys have the opportunity to make history. It's never been done. Nobody has ever won this match in dark matches. They've never won this match from position 1 or 2. They haven't done it on TV. It has never been done. We used to say that about the survival title with the 6-way gauntlet elimination match. It had never been won from position number 1. McWayne went out and did that. Won from position 1. So he has made it possible for that to happen. But this is even harder than that. Because in that match, you could have all 16 people or all 6 people find a way to get into the match all at the same time and then find a way to survive and then find a way to win. In this, you cannot do it. Man, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, for sure. Yeah, it's just funny. I can't follow all the storylines. I love the matches. Of course, I could follow a match. Like, we could get in and do whatever. But as far as following all the storylines, some amazing content creators, I just can't follow all of them. As far as the storylines go, I can support all of you guys, and that's what we do. Solo does absolutely the same thing. And you can see by Solo jumping in, I'm trying right now. We're trying to help. There's a stupid caveat to getting monetized, and so right now me and Solo working together trying to get over that hump with that. So hopefully we can do that soon. But Solo believes in buying a ticket even to the E-Federations. That's why when you see Solo get on, you'll see him buy a ticket, and I really appreciate that, brother. And I want to do the same exact thing, because when you watch his content, a lot of stuff goes into the content. A lot. Takes a lot of work. And we'll talk about some of the work we're doing right here. And if you guys haven't checked it out, go on to my Discord. Let me leave the link in here, but go on to the Discord. I left an Excel spreadsheet just to show you the kind of stuff that we track. And that is just the beginning. There's another sheet or two that I've got to add on that I haven't done it yet, but that I've got to add on. But I want to keep putting them out, because if you like to geek out a little bit about some E-Federation wrestling, you like some statistical stuff, you like to see some different things, definitely go check that out. What is going on, Monica? Welcome to the stream. And look at this. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. We've already seen Chili do that top rope Frankensteiner right from the top of the rope to the outside of the ring. Then he pulls out a baseball bat, and we still haven't even got the second person into this match, or the third person into this match as of yet. But we did find out with Monica's help, you do got to have Excel to view the spreadsheet. There's a lot of tabs at the bottom. And look at that! That should tell you exactly how dangerous Rated R2K is. R2K and Jakai winning the WCW World Tag Team Champions. And now, former United States Champion making his way down to the ring. But look at how fast that goes. And you would be like, oh, well, Chili Bot cruiserweight, R2K's a heavyweight. He is not a heavyweight. 1, 2, oh, just a 1 count. And look, trying to get a little bit sneaky, trying to catch Vipiro off guard a little. Vipiro able to fight through that, however. And R2K starting to get on a roll. You know, we saw R2K didn't win the first couple matches from his debut, and then him and Jakai hook it up, and then they start winning a couple tag team matches, and I mean some brutal tag team matches to top it off. Then they win the title belt, and now that looks like it's starting to parlay over into this. Could Rated R2K find a way to be the first one to win from position number one? We'll have to see. But Rated R2K knows one thing. When we watched Vipeiro's United States title run, we started to realize one thing. Vipeiro, like a snake, can strike from anywhere and end your match that fast. He can strike from anywhere and it's over. Oh, R2K fighting through that trash can. Gets hit with the trash can, fights through, and I don't think Vipeiro was expecting that at all. And now rolling up the leg. Can he do it again? Oh, almost. Almost ended it right there. Before Kedry can make it down. Kedry's still a member of the Bikers. So if we wondered about the Bikers, like whether they are or they are not still a faction, apparently they still are. We see all three members from the Bikers, all three remaining faction members of the Bikers still wearing the color of the Bikers. How long is that going to last? We don't exactly know, but something we definitely want to keep an eye on. Now, this is the part right there. If I was sitting in the back and I witnessed what R2K did to Chilliwack, I'd be like, you know what we got to do? Next guy that comes out, we got to kind of double team up on this guy. You know what I mean? We got to get double teamed up on R2K, find a way to get R2K out of this match, and then move on from there. So far, not really going on, and if it is, if they're even trying to do it, R2K not allowing that to go on. Oh! Oh, did you see that? Vipeiro goes to hit Kedry with a snake bite. I have never seen this before. Kedry, that drop kick comes into the net. Kedry put his hands up like this. Blocked. Now he still takes some of the force of the snake bite, but blocks it and somehow still in this match. And R2K turns that around and gets it going right there. And you got to believe that that pin happens because of what happened. Even though he blocked that shot, still happens because he's still, at the end of the day, whether you get barely hit by a snake bite or you get hit by a snake bite, it still matters. Now Bama taking him, rolling him into the center of the ring. Can the Horsemen do something to maybe stop R2K? R2K so far taking out all three competitors that have come in the ring. Bama, competitor number 5. Hey, what is going on, Temple? Welcome to the stream, brother. Guys, too, go check out Temple. Temple's got his universe as well. Go check him out. Give him a sub. Tell him Totes sent you. Bama right now trying to take advantage. 1, 2, and 2.5, but trying to take advantage. Again, look at... You can see how exhaustive this match has been so far. R2K being in it from the beginning, putting out 3 of the competitors. Bama now trying to get in there, hits him with the chair. So he's been hit with a baseball bat. He has been hit with the chair. Bama now putting it down. Goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. Nice. Did not know that. The difference between this gauntlet style match and most others is no more than 4 people can be in the ring at one time. We reduce the number of people that can be in. And look, Bama burning his own hand because R2K blocked it, threw his hand back up into him, and now has Bama. But this might be the exact thing he needed to do. Bama surviving, and now here comes the current champion, the current Outlaw champion, Grady. And look at this, Grady no longer wearing the colors of D-Generation X, now joining Digital Dogs, joining Jace, Wagner, and Hulk Hogan in the NWO. So at the NWO going for brand new members and gets another, the current television champion and the current Outlaw champion. Oh, look at that. Grady goes to grab R2K. R2K ducks underneath it, comes back up, hits him with that spinning backhanded fist. And then right back. After Bama now getting Grady in a lock of his own, a submission move. Grady, though, able to fight out of it. But R2K kind of wrestling on another level. Look at this! Rolls up the champion's leg. Referee so far out of position, needed to buy a plane ticket, and look at that! R2K eliminates the champion, and it's like a man on a mission right now. Who is going to be able to stop R2K? After that move, he can't even hardly get up off the ground. But he has eliminated every single person that has come into the ring. He is trying to do, like the equivalency in baseball, pitch a perfect game. And now setting up, is he about to put Bama out? Picks him up and right down on top of the chair, on top of the broken kendo stick to the ring. And holy Jesus, R2K cleaning house, has eliminated every single person. And look at this. Right away, hitting them with that cutter and giving nobody any quarter. Giving nobody a chance to even warm up, like wade into the waters. Like, let's go ahead and wade into this. Let's see how the water feels. No! Just like my dad taught me how to swim, he threw me in and said, live or die. Rated R2K right now is throwing everybody into the deep end saying, live or die. Your choice, or maybe it's mine. Now going after the trash can. Look at that trash can getting all kinds of dented up. R2K picking up Drew. And Drew finally makes it into the ring. Hadn't even made it into the ring yet. Didn't even feel like it might be official. And here goes R2K again. Thought that might have been his finisher, but it was not. And another cutter. Is that going to do it? And R2K just trying to make quick work of everybody in this match. And to be fair, doing quite a good job. Oh, watch out. This might be it for Drew. And I guess if you're going to try to find a way to win the match with blood running down your face, don't let the other guy even get in a move. Rated R2K has the chance right now, if he defeats Blaze McCoy to do something nobody has ever done. And Blaze, look at that. Blaze here too. Blaze and R2K in the comment section. What is going on? Zach Hamilton, welcome to the stream. Guys, again, go check out Blaze Radio. You want to see another amazing E-Federation content creator who does other things as well. Go check out his channel. Give him a sub. Tell him Totes sent you. But R2K in the last three competitors, to include the champion, has not let another wrestler get a move in on him. That's part of the reason why he is where he is. Because look, he has got to be so wore down at this point. If another wrestler gets a move in on him, it might be all over but the crying. That might be the end of it. And he has absolutely caught these guys so off guard because you just don't expect it. You're like, hey, let me get in the ring. Let's get in a couple moves. Maybe we'll joust back and forth a little bit. Things will be fine. R2K, understanding the gravity of the situation, understanding maybe what he has left in his gas tank, not allowing the other wrestlers to even get a move in. No moves for you, sir. Can R2K make history right now and win from position number 2, win the Outlaw Championship? Oh, I was going to say, you've hit everybody else with the trash can. Why leave Blaze out with the trash can hit? You know what I mean? Picks him up. Oh, I thought he was like, well, maybe just going to throw him into the trash can. Who knows? What is going on? Digital, welcome to the stream, brother. And here we go. Is he going to get it in? Picks him up. He gets it in. Is that it? Do we have a brand new Outlaw Champion? 2. And Blaze able, the first one. Blaze, the first one able to kick out in 2. From that crazy inverted choke slam that has ended everybody else's night. Rated R2K so far has eliminated every single other competitor. They have all left the ring at his hands. Blaze now trying to get back up to his feet. R2K, even though he missed that move, understands he cannot let Blaze get going. I'm telling you what, Blaze gets his hands on you, it might be all over but the crying. You can see the blood running down from that eyebrow, running down the middle of R2K's face. But R2K on another level right now. 1, 2, 3. And he has done it. Not only did he win from position 2, but he eliminated every single competitor himself.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Underground Internet Champion, the Violator, RTK.
Now you look at what just happened. He is one half of the WCW Tag Champions, and then you add the Outlaw Championship to that. Those guys could end up going on a historic run themselves, him and Jakai. Like, you could have gave me 100 bets. I would not have ever bet that this was even possible. R2K proving that wrong here tonight. Holy Moses. But now, again, I told you at the top of the show, not a lot of title belts. There is the Gauntlet title, the Outlaw title, and now the final title belt of the evening. And only in match number 2, because this is going to be the go-home show for Bash at the Beach. But the light heavyweight title on the line. Chris Jericho just winning it on Nitro. Angel getting his shot here right now. Yeah, Battle of the Content Creators. That's another really cool belt. Like,
the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship.
So that's another like really cool belt over in Solo's universe. He has got a Content Creators Championship belt. You have to be a content creator to compete for it. Totes won it. Blaze has won it. R2K has won it. Heck, I think Blaze might have won it twice. But Totes won it first, I'm just saying. Can't take that, you can't take it away from Totes. Number one. He likes being number one, you know what I mean? Now, we have watched Angel go from being the champion and this huge fall from grace. Like, pun intended, right? Angel, fall from grace. Looking, though, when is he going to get it turned back around? When is he going to get things going back in the other direction? Start building back up and then trying to get back into that world title picture. He tried going after the world title a couple times, did not work out. Now, starting at the in the light heavyweight division, trying to get this going and trying to work his way back up into world title contention. Oh, yeah, back to the match you invented. Here's the difference between the matches. I don't know anybody else that limits it to 4 people. Only 4 people can be in that outlet gauntlet match at a time. Like, you could, if you didn't limit it, you could have like all 8 people make it in. But an 8-way, 2-minute, limited to 4. So that's why it's so tough to win it from position 1. Because you can't have more than 4 people. With 2 minutes, though, as you get into it, typically you don't even get up to 4 people, as you saw. But we have seen in the very first one where it was 4 people for a long time. And then those 4 people, they had beat the hell out of each other so much that they couldn't get past the fresh 4 that came in. So
introducing the challenger from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 239 pounds, Archangel Angel! And his opponent from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Chris Eric O.
So Chris Jericho just winning the light heavyweight title puts it on the line here tonight, which means it may not be on the line at Bash at the Beach. So there's so many matches for Bash at the Beach that are already kind of preset that it'll be interesting. We will see Sawyer and Shawn going after the pay-per-view, or going after the hardcore title at the pay-per-view. There is a new Knockout Women's Championship. It is done. We did get word from the back. The belt is complete, and maybe we get a preview of it here tonight. It's not on the line here tonight, but maybe we get a preview of it. But it is looking like Melinda and maybe Monica will be the 2 that go after the belt the knockout title for the first time, debating on whether it's going to be a four-way match. The only way to win is to get knocked out or to knock people out. Yeah, you lose getting knocked out, but the only way out of the match is getting knocked out. So there's a one-on-one version and a fatal four-way version elimination match as well. Don't know. I'm thinking, though, for the inaugural match, maybe just the one-on-one version. And look at this, Angel trying to get things turned around against Jericho. And you got to think at this point, if Angel wins it, the way things have been going and the way it's been going for Jericho, Jericho's kind of been on the rise. Angel, not so much on the rise, but you'd have to think that it'd be an upset. But Angel right now looking like a man on a mission. We have seen a lot of these guys here as of late. A lot of the wrestlers who have been struggling all of a sudden starting to bounce back up, starting to do some different things. Maybe Jericho underestimated Angel, but look, at the end of the day, Angel has won the World Championship. Both men trying to fight from that apron and then giving up and saying, hey, let's get back in the ring. Jericho now using that top rope, and look, there is nothing nice about these ropes. That braided steel wrapped in tape, basically. So, I don't know if you guys have ever been in a wrestling ring. I would say boxing ring, but boxing's a little bit different. A wrestling ring where the ropes are expected to perform as well. So how he bounces off them right there. I have. And there is nothing that feels good about even bouncing off the ropes. You got to get enough speed to do it, and then you're going into braided wire. Like it does not feel the best. So it takes a lot of body conditioning to be able to do that. And there we go. Jericho now trying to get it turned back around, trying to stay in control of this match. Now, here's the other thing we did over the last 2 days. I don't know if you guys have been reading on the Discord, but talking about the amount of work we put in to running this federation, to running the storylines. Again, go check out the Excel spreadsheet. But we just went back through to make sure every wrestler, and wrote it down, it is in that spreadsheet, that every wrestler is adhering to the number of finishers and the number of special moves that they are allowed. And here we go, the walls of Jericho. Is Angel going to tap out? We fixed the walls of Jericho, by the way. I get that he used to do a Boston Crab, but that was my favorite version of the walls of Jericho. He used to call it the Lion Tamer. But triple power bomb, and this might be it. 1, 2, 3, and that is why Chris Jericho will retain the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship.
Here is your winner, and still WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho.
It is so funny in the Army when we were over in Korea. I used to teach people, because there's a lot of wrestling fans over there, so I used to teach them how to take and give chair shots. So we would take steel chairs, and it would look like you would just be laying somebody out with it. But there is a way to do it so it's not so bad. But GG's out to Chris Jericho. Again, won that title, and now here tonight defending it, not ready to give it up. So there is that. Now, a match that we will see tomorrow night in the pay-per-view. Ken Shawn getting ready to take on Sawyer tonight. No title belt on the line, but tomorrow in the pay-per-view, we will see the hardcore title belt on the line. And you know what that means. Typically, it's either an Extreme Rules match or it's a table match. Love tables for the hardcore title. But normally on one-on-one matches, like, yeah, it's cool, but I like the four fatal four-way table matches. Yeah, Monica's fine.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 233 pounds, the WCW Hardcore Champion, the Clown King Shawn.
So look, here's typically what we do, and you can see it, on the spreadsheet. I've got a slot for 4 finishers. You get 1. Sometimes 2. It depends. There's like little rules on what it depends on. Doesn't really matter what those rules are. Unless there are variations of a finisher. So Monica right now, if you look on that sheet, it looks like she has 4 finishing moves, but they're all centered around the stomp. One's off the top rope. One's off the second rope, one's off of a rebound, but it's all the stomp. It's just the variations of that finishing move. So, it looks like Monica technically wouldn't be in line, but she is. You typically only get 3 special moves. And look, the special moves and the finishing moves do more damage than your normal moves. It's not that you can't have the moves in another place. It's that you can't have the moves like that. So typically that is what it is, and that is how it goes down. Typically. And then the other thing is, because I've seen characters with 5 finishing moves, 8 finishing moves, and then the special moves are other people's finishing moves, like they're technically finishing moves. That not really having that either, unless it lines up with your character. Like you can look at, yeah, you hear the bark squad? That's because Mama's home. But you can look at some of the other characters, like you look at Jakai. Jakai's known for the cutters, right? So he's got these different ways of doing things and different stuff as far as that goes. So it lines up with the character. So, oh look, new look for Sawyer's jacket. Sawyer leaving the bikers now, having a little bit different jacket on. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. So Sawyer and Ken getting after it right here. And look, you gotta respect Sawyer's t-shirt. Sawyer's t-shirt's right there. Says he doesn't even trust himself. So sometimes when you see that stuff, you gotta believe it, you know what I mean? Now just imagine right now, at the rate these guys are going after each other, and then picture what is gonna happen when you actually put the hardcore title belt on the line. So far, Ken Shawn doing stuff that not a lot of people have really been able to do. We've seen Tammy do it in the women's division. We saw Ozzy do it in the women's division. But haven't seen a lot of instant success. And Ken Shawn comes in a four-way match, ends up beating Milkman in a match he had never lost in, and did it very, very wisely. So you look at him, you're like, oh, this dude is crazy. But this dude might be crazy smart. And now takes off that turnbuckle pad, is setting up for it. Ruh-roh SpaghettiOs. Goes, grabs, rolls the leg. 2, 3. And he remains undefeated.
Here is your winner, the Clown Ken Shawn.
So either way you look at it, is that gonna be the catalyst that Sawyer needs, the motivation that he needs to take that next step and then win the hardcore title? Or is Ken Shawn living rent-free right up here? He's living rent-free in a lot of heads. We know that for sure. So here we go now. Not a typical tag team, but we have seen Melinda and Vanessa hook it up when they get into tag team matches. And now Kelly Kidman going to be tagging up with Monica. We know that the match we're going to see for the Knockout Championship will be Melinda versus Monica. So getting a little bit of a preview how that's going to go down in the match here tonight.
Introducing first, from Manchester, New Hampshire, the specialist, Van Nelson Lady.
So Totes really coming out with Melinda, making sure things stay on the up and up. Going to walk down to the ring, make sure nothing bad is going down at the ring right now. But now, look at this, a different look for Vanessa walking down to the ring. Is this maybe going to be one of those things, maybe one of those like small motivations, looking good, feeling good, right, that we see right here? Wait till you see the knockout title belt. It will be the equivalent of the hardcore title for the men. But with the women, with that division growing, it now grows and they get that equivalency title, the knockout title in the women's division. So if you guys hang around after the stream, after the final match is done, when I go through and I'm doing stuff and things are getting, you'll see that title belt. So Melinda, we've seen her look too slightly change. This is not the first time we've seen this, but we have seen that look slightly change. And with that look change and also brand new attitude and a brand new moveset. So far, for only the second time, it looks like taking Totes on as a mentor might be working out. Worked out for Recon Delta now a member of the Syndicate. Melinda now doing the same thing, but on the women's side. And you want to talk about an entrance. You want to talk about something where you're like, freaky. Look at the state of this. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I say, when you first get started, it takes a second. And look, it normally takes 5 to 10 matches to really get dialed in. And you may have a character, Monica will understand this, but you may have a character that works in other universes that may not work here because of the sliders and the way the sliders are done. All stuff we got to take into consideration. That's why sometimes it takes a second to get everything dialed in the right way. Yeah, and it's funny. There's very few tattoos that I will put on. Like, the colors really got to be something where I'm like, oh, I think that would work. And I know there's color in tattoos, don't get me wrong. Like, I got a bulldog here, and it's faded, but, you know, he's got a blue collar, he's got a red tongue, a little bit faded. Tattoo is probably 19 years old. That's how old that tattoo is.
And representing the Judgment Day from the West Side, Kelly Kidman. And from Berlin, Germany, the WCW Underground Non-Stop Champion,
look at that brand new title belt being worn down to the ring by Monica, the 10 Women Rumble champion. Just winning that belt here recently. And displaying it here tonight. Will that championship and that boost be a difference in the knockout title, the very first knockout title match that we have on the next pay-per-view? We will wait and see, but look at this. Maybe a little bit of strategy going on here as well. Kelly Kidman and Vanessa, the two to start it out in the ring here tonight. Monica and Melinda waiting back before they get involved in this match. And what a crazy move that is. Vanessa, look at this. We have seen Vanessa's moveset tweaked as well here recently. Looking like that might even be paying off a little bit. Kelly Kidman trying to get things turned around, trying to get back in control of the match. And back and forth they go. Yeah, but you know, that makes me wonder though, Sawyer, like, once the title belt is on the line, you know, obviously different motivations. Look at that. Vanessa no-sells that kick right to the knee, and now she is back on. Whoa, delivering a little smackorama. Delivering the old smacky smacks right there. Giving Kelly Kidman the sugar smacks. If you guys are old enough, you know what sugar smacks are. And Kelly able to fight through it. It looked like there was a move that was really going to come in, right? And possibly a devastating move. And Kelly's like, let me get out of here right now. Monica now getting tagged into the match. And look at this. walks straight up to her, says, I know what's going on. The Knockout Championship, and then trying, even though she's not the legal person, trying to maybe weaken her up for the match. Vanessa now probably, or Monica probably can't wait to get in this ring right now. Melinda, you give me enough chances, I will get the name right. But this might be one of those things where kind of Vanessa and Melinda talked about it a little bit. She's like, look, big match tomorrow. Oh, look at that. Went to give her the kick, executed it maybe a little bit too soon, but then turns it around into an arm bar. Gets Monica in the corner and then starts delivering those right hands. Little leg lock going on, lets her up, rolls up the leg. One. Kelly Kidman went to jump in for some reason, but Monica able to kick out in one. And you can see over there Totes McGotes like really watching what's going on, trying to be a good coach over there. Normally does not get involved in the matches, but sometimes he does. Gets knocked into the corner, and look at this. Oh, Vanessa able to kind of break that up, though. Monica fighting through that grab, and look at that. Turns it back around on her, and now going for that face grab right there. What? 1, 2. And took that submission move and turned it into a pinning move. Monica able to kick out, however. And now our very first double team of the evening. But look, Monica and Kelly not ever tagging up together. This is at least the second match for Melinda and Vanessa, so a little bit of familiarity there. And Vanessa looking like she might be on another level as well. Playing it up right there. Went to do the move, but look who sees it coming, and now Monica slowing down this match. Stop that move from happening and gets Kelly Kidman tagged in. Oh, that's super cool, Sawyer. So it's funny, in some of the movesets, probably 10 of the wrestlers' movesets, you don't really see, and I'm not saying this was one of those moves, but just speaking of that, you don't really see the super finishers working, so I took them off most of the wrestlers. I left them on a few because I don't want to see them move a whole lot, if ever at all. But it's a variation of a move, so I left it on like 3 or 4 wrestlers, maybe. The rest of them I took off the super finishers, so you're going to see a few other moves that we haven't seen some of the wrestlers do in their finishing maneuvers that they'll start to work a little bit better now. Melinda rolls up the leg, 1, and only a 1 count. What is going on, Witcher sister? Welcome to the stream. And Vanessa, we see the tweaks that we've made to her moveset working out a lot better right now, at least in this match. Which that is also really good to see. So one thing we know, regardless of anything else, really good match so far. Vanessa waiting for Monica fighting through it, however. Takes her, jumps up, and that is her finisher. Grabs the leg. 1. And Melinda able to get in there and break it up quickly. Melinda trying to draw Monica away from Vanessa. Does it for a little bit, but look, that is such a devastating move. Vanessa still on the ground trying to get back to her feet. And what is this? What is going on here? And I don't know what you would call that, but what I would call it is an owie. That is an owie times 4 or 5 right there. Vanessa, I don't even think she realized Monica jumping through, getting the tag in. And look, I don't think she realizes who the legal person is. She's still going after Monica. Kelly Kidman on the outside of the ring. Now Kelly Kidman gets back in. She turns back around, running double axe handle. And takes it right into the back of Kelly Kidman. Now Melinda tagged into this match. Kelly and Melinda going after it. And look at that. One of my favorite moves. Walks up. It's like chopping down the tree. Walk up. Missile drop kick. Like if you were tall enough to get up there and do it, just use your opponent to walk up and then do it right off the top. That's all you got to do. Melinda now getting back to her feet. Throws Kelly Kidman into the corner. Here we go. Rolling up the leg. 1. Oh, this is Owiesville right there. You want to talk about a quick way to get knocked out? It would be that right there. But look at this. I think Melinda sees the success Vanessa's having and then trying to promote that success. Rolls up the leg. 2. And this is what kind of makes me think that even though both of these, they're not in a tag team as of yet, it might be something in the future that we see starting to work really, really well together. 1s and 2s right there. Picks her up. And, went for it. Went for the Fafo slam, but misses it. Kelly Kidman ducking underneath that maneuver right there and then moving on. Monica now getting Melinda up in the corner, and here we go. Here we go. Gets her, and look at that. 1 post, 2 posts. 3 times a lady. 3 times off of 3 different posts, taking the high heels. Take that high heel to the face. Call me in the morning. And there is another kind of version, not the finisher, but kind of a version of it. A lot of times that is a prelude to the stomp, but Kelly Kidman now in the ring. And now starting to make some inroads against Monica. European uppercut, and here we go. This is where Kelly Kidman gets dangerous. But Melinda able to jump and get out. Vanessa, though, doesn't see her coming. Kelly saw what was happening, jumped down, ran around the side. Vanessa now trying to turn it back around, whips her over into the ropes. Grabs the leg. Right, yep. And look at that knee to the side of the head. That's the old ear hole maneuver in football right there. Now whips her in the corner. Double T move incoming again. Different from the first one we saw. Big double hip toss, but look at that. Finished off a little bit different. Thought she might go for the pin. Instead, shin breaker. And look at the state of this craziness. Strange stretch out maneuver into another hip toss, however. Thought we were heading for some Rotro SpaghettiOs type action, but instead thrown into the corner. And thrown into the corner again. Kelly Kidman needing to use those ropes to get back up on her feet. And now Melinda using those ropes, stomping on the chest. Whips her into the corner, and again, another double team maneuver. And now, here we go, setting up for it. Is she going to be able to get it in this time? She does. Grabs the leg. 1, 2, 3. And it is almost fitting that regardless of the outcome of the match,
Here are your winners.
that it ends with the two not in the brand new title belt match in the next pay-per-view. So pretty fitting. Seeing a lot of improvement right now from Vanessa. Vanessa living it up. Is it the new suit? Maybe. Or maybe getting a little coaching also from Melinda. Melinda getting it from Totes. Maybe Melinda passing that on to Vanessa. But either way, GG's in that match. Again, we're going to see Melinda Gutierrez and Monica Monroe face off for the knockout title belt. The only way to win that is to knock out your opponent. So there is that. Now going from that match to now seeing the brand new Universal $1 Million Champion going up against a guy just slightly larger than himself, and I mean by maybe 7 pounds. So two of the biggest guys in the WCW getting ready to tie it up in the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from Authority Megacorp HQ, weighing in at 382 pounds, the Universal $1 Million Champion and the WCW Underground Impact Champion, the Dog.
So Digital Dog's making his way down to the ring. And look, you can see those scars. And then in a shocker on Nitro, all of a sudden finding out Digital joining the New World Order. But in joining the New World Order, gets a shot at the $1 million title, then takes that and turns that into a $1 million title belt win. Now Digital Dog's up in the Universal title division, up in that Universal title discussion. No titles on the line here tonight, but it does bring up this point. There will be the light heavyweight of the year, the super.
Representing the Monster Eclipse, standing at 7 feet tall, weighing in at 379 pounds, Brutus Walters.
Yeah, that's absolutely possible, Temple. But there will be a super heavyweight of the year, a heavyweight of the year, and there will be a tournament. It won't be every single person. It'll be the top 8 in the division. So the top 8 super heavyweights will face off in a tournament style event as we move through the rest of the year to see who is going to be named super heavyweight of the year. who is going to be named light heavyweight, heavyweight, cruiserweight of the year. Same in the women's division. We will see the same type of a deal. The women's heavyweight, the women's light heavyweight, and the women's cruiser heavyweight or cruiserweight of the year. So those will be awards that go out. We're going to start doing that at the end of each season. So we'll start to see mixed in here and there. It's not going to be a focus. I'll just bring up that, hey, this is a part of the tournament for these guys, but there's not going to be a pay-per-view. There's not going to be a this. We will recognize who wins those tournaments, though, between Raw and Thunder. We might see a match on a pay-per-view, but it's not going to be the of-the-year pay-per-view. Maybe it will. Maybe we see it at the Clash of the Champions or something like that. I don't know. I doubt it, though. I don't want it to be that. We've already had 2 major tournaments this year. This will just be something that is going on kind of in the background. But this kind of a preview. This isn't part of that, but this is kind of a preview. Who is going to be named the big man of the year? These 2 guys probably going to be in that tournament. So something we definitely want to watch out for. Oh, you know why he's with Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff, end of the day, loves the NWO. The manager of the New World Order, even though he's our GM in WCW. Eric Bischoff coming out to make sure Uncle Howdy doesn't do anything crazy. But you got to kind of wonder, right now we know a few of the members. We know Jace Wagner. We know Digital Dogs. We now know Gruning, finding that out here today. We know Hulk Hogan. But is there another member of the NWO that we don't know about? Or is it just this group of 4 for right now? Is that how it's going to remain? We don't know, but we know that so far, you look at Gruning the television champion. Digital Dogs, not only the 10-man Royal Rumble winner champion, but also the now Universal $1 Million title. And remember, Hulk Hogan still holds and has held it for a long time, but still holds the Money in the Bank briefcase for the Universal title. Now we know that Bret Hart has chosen to use all of his title shots, turn all those title shots in for one shot at the Universal World Championship. So we will see that here at Bash at the Beach coming up as well. But Hogan could very easily cash that Money in the Bank briefcase in at any time. Does he do it at the pay-per-view? Does he let these 2 guys do what they do? Does he go after the light heavyweight or the world heavyweight champion, the Universal World Heavyweight Championship? Maybe whoever wins it, maybe he uses that shot on Monday Night Nitro. Like, who knows? But definitely something that we want to keep an eye on. Haven't seen him use it as of yet. He's had many opportunities to use it. Hasn't done it yet. So definitely something we're going to keep an eye on. Right now, though, Digital, with the newfound attitude, joining the NWO. Can he parlay that here into a big win? Oh, tries to get in the chokeslam. Brutus Walters, though, not having it, picking him up. And that's the other thing we got to watch out for. We got to be careful because these 2 guys, the 2 big guys, can bring this ring down in a heartbeat. One of them gets slammed the right way, and look at this. Uncle Howdy playing it up to Digital right now. But Digital able to fight through regardless. And get back in control. Brutus Walters trying to take advantage of that. Oh, ducks underneath the punch and then gets 2 fists right in the back. Double axe handle to the back. Digital trying to get back out, but Brutus again trying to get that sleeper hold locked in, but Digital able to fight through it. Now Brutus grabs the leg. 1, That's true. Turtle's in a half shell, Turtle Power. And now, picking him up. Is this going to be the thing? No, Digital now fighting back, fighting through. Looked like he was going to take him over, and look at this. In another Rob Roschettios moment, grabs the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Digital Dogs comes away your winner.
Here is your winner, the Dog.
I'm telling you, Digital Dogs joins the NWO, wins the Universal Championship, and now just kind of running roughshod. So you heard what he said. He said his ultimate goal is to win the WCW World Championship. And it looks like he is well on his way. You know, being up in the Universal title talk absolutely means he is in the world title talk of the WCW. And it is the same when WWE wrestlers are in the Universal title talk. You know they are already in title talks for the WWE. So, just saying. Shout out to two of Digital's fans sitting in the bay, in Iffy's Bay. So, shout out to you guys. Well-placed fandom, though, you know what I mean?
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 441 pounds, the Bikers.
So, we talked about this earlier. Obviously, Kedry, Herbie, and Grady still in the Bikers. Sawyer and Digital Dogs obviously leaving. Sawyer leaving to walk his own path. Grady joining the New World Order. We thought the New World Order was breaking up and going away. Apparently they're not. And then we thought possibly that they would be breaking up and going a different way as well. But the Bikers still looks like they're staying together, at least for now, still having that tag team. What is going on, Robert? Welcome to the stream, brother. Not wrestling in this episode, I don't believe. But on the flip side now, they are going to be taking on the New Blood members. Getting ready, and we've seen...
At a combined weight of 427 pounds, the New Millennia.
We have seen these two have some success as a tag team right now. In this match, the Bikers and the New Blood trying to take that next step, trying to climb the ladder, climb those rungs to get up back into the WCW World Championship title pictures. Which one of the two, the Bikers or the New Blood, will take that step here tonight? Nice. I didn't get to see that. I was wondering who won. And look at this, getting off to a quick start. Grady now, again, what's funny about this match, all four of these guys we have seen kind of be struggling a little bit as of late. Now, recently we've seen Herbie start to come out of it. Obviously, Grady is kind of jumping out of it. But it is really important for one of these teams, to win. If the New Blood wins, very important. That will kind of help get them back on the right track, even as individuals. And same for the Bikers. we saw them win that match to be able to keep their faction. We've seen Grady go on to win the 10-man Royal Rumble title, but a win here could alleviate and could knock out the other streak that has been going on in those wrong directions. All four of them are on the verge of it, so a win here tonight, more important than just climbing the rungs, but then being able to get over that and start accumulating things in a different direction. Oh, goes for the kick. Grady kind of pulls the leg back, then tries to grab him, misses the grab, but still hits him with that missile drop kick. Now gets him up. Helicopter, helicopter, helicopter. Gets him up, spins him around, back down. Aaron trying to cover up the face right there. Grady saying, get up. Aaron rolling out, though. Gets back in, and look at this. European uppercut right to the old scunion. Picks him up and then thought he was going to get dropped on his head, but instead gets dropped on the ribs right in that midsection. And that's one of those moves that really could cause an injury if you land on it wrong. Now Agent Destined tagged into this match. Agent Destined recently having that tattoo on his chest changed up a little bit. Look too busy. Like to look a lot better now. Grabs up the leg. 1, 2, and not even a 2 count. I went to say, I was like, little machine gun rat-a-tat-tatting right there. Now whips him into the corner. And these guys have been a tag team on both sides for about the same amount of time. So you're going to see a lot more cohesion in this kind of a match. You're going to see where these guys are tagging in and out. They're making the double team moves. Look, already gets him back up over there. Gets Agent Destined back in. These quick tags in and out. Quick breather. Destined coming in, and a big clothesline right there. Herbie able to jump in, get Grady tagged in. Grady maybe getting him a little bit before he realized it. Picks him up, switches direction with him, slams him back down. And there we go. Yep, combat parking. Agent Destined now trying to get things turned back around again, and we see that move that could really bust up that rib section if you land wrong on it. Grady rolling him in, backing him off a little bit, and now trying to get him up against the ropes. Using those ropes now. I would have said like fall in your mouth, you know what I mean? And look at that, getting them almost with that kind of version of that torpedo dive. Not quite that, but kind of a version of it. And now these two starting to feel it, and you can start to see in some of these matches, even in the tag matches right now, where one of the partners starts to feel it, the other one starts doing it too. Grady trying to get it turned back around, says, hey, I needed to stop feeling things. This isn't a doctor's office. And gets back to working on that hand. And that is a devastating move, not because of the move is so devastating, but it happens so quick, that jumping knee. It happens so quick and can turn things back around quickly. Herbie returning the favor now, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Aaron Lee trying to get into that match, but then having to back off a little bit. Herbie throwing the lefts. Not allowing Destined to get back up to his feet. Slams him back down. And that's going to be one of those big turnarounds too when Herbie can end this streak. Oh, splits Destined open up underneath the mask. You can see a little bit of the blood coming out. But when Herbie can turn it back around, it is going to be a big jump back up. So I'm just telling everybody in that division right now, you might want to watch it, because Herbie could be coming for you. Getting a 2 count right there. Grady looking on. And this looks like one of those instances too where Grady kind of keeping Herbie in it, because it looks like Herbie really feeling it. Now throws him into, that's a turnbuckle powerbomb, and tags Grady back into this match. Destined jumping out, getting Aaron Lee in, and now 2 wrestlers on both sides back out. Look at that. I don't know what you'd call that. That's like a surfboard hang up right there. He just missed the rack. Look at this, Herbie. You came in at the right time, but what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. And look at that. Look at these two go, and whoop, flippity-doo on top of the noggin to you. Destined going head over heels for Grady, but not in a positive way for Grady. Absolute suicide cruiserweight type maneuver. And look, that is what I'm saying. He's throwing them into there. They can absolutely win the match on a count out. No title belts on the line right now, and a win is a win is a win. But you can see, that took a lot of energy. So getting Aaron Lee tagged back in, but that was just enough time for Grady to catch a breather and try to get these things turned around right there. Now delivering the right hand, and as expected, getting Herbie tagged back into this match. Aaron gets back to his feet, and look, catches him just in the nick of time. Big float over slam right there. And again, both Destined and Aaron Lee have that maneuver. Will be interesting to see if Herbie and Grady can make it out of this. What was that? He hit the turnbuckles, immediately takes out the other one. Herbie grabs the leg, 2. And not even a 2 count. That means some serious business has got to happen. Herbie not going to let Aaron get to that sideline. A big slam, keeping them over on their side of the ring. Now setting up for it. Trying to hit him with it right there. Herbal T grabs the leg. Did that put him to the Night-Nights? And Aaron able to kick out in 2. Looked like Agent Destined was going to try to get over there and break it up, but would have been over there way too late. And now Aaron throwing him out, grabbing. That is usually the prelude, though. Grabs the leg. Herbie trying to get back up to his feet, unable to do it. Aaron now going down, locking in a reverse arm bar. Herbie, though, able to fight out of it. Look at this, picks him up, spins him around. Hits him again. Thought he was going to miss that, but hey, take 2 boots, call me in the morning. You know what I mean? And ends up getting Grady tagged in. Can Grady try to end the match right here? Goes, whips him into that corner turnbuckle pad. And Aaron Lee able to fight through it. Looks over at the referee and thought there might have been something wrong with it, but there isn't. Hooks the leg. Oh, and look at that. Tried to lure him away from Grady to get Grady back to his feet. Did not quite work out, though, and now Grady whipped over into the corner. Looked like he was going to go in for a quick maneuver, but something made him slow down. Something made him stop and changed his mind. Maybe all for the best, but ends up staying in control. Grady now trying to get, but look at that. Aaron Lee blocking him. Asking the crowd, are you not amused? Oh, big elbow right to the chest of Grady. And is that going to set it up? Well, I don't know what it would set it up for, but possibly no. Sets it up for getting things turned back around. Grady now whips Aaron into the corner. Referee trying her best to get in the way. And we have seen, this is no joke, we have seen Grady win on that maneuver. Will he go for the pin? He does. 1, 2. But Aaron's still able to kick out in 2. And now you can start to see the frustration on Grady starting to wrestle angry. And wisely gets Herbie tacked back in. You know, you start to wrestle mad, you start to get all that stuff going, and some of the stuff that ends up happening sometimes is you make those mistakes. So if you're really pissed off like that, sometimes it's wise to get out of the ring, kind of cool that one down, get your partner back in if you can. Now Grady setting up, trying to put the match to an end right here. Can he get it in? Little herbal tea again, hooks the leg for a little night-night time. 2, 3, and the Bikers come away with the victory.
Here are your winners, the Bikers.
So look, we've seen the Bikers, like they end up going out first. We've seen all this stuff happen. We've seen Sawyer save the Bikers. We've seen Digital help save the Bikers, and then both of them leave. The 3 that have been struggling stay on the Bikers, but look at this now. They end up winning to keep the faction, and now they win a championship belt for the 10-man Royal Rumble title, and now they're starting to win tag matches. I'm just saying, maybe watch out. Maybe the Bikers, like maybe these guys needed to be put in this position to where they cannot rely on one of the other hotter wrestlers going on right now, because that is forcing them to become the hot wrestler. So maybe that's exactly what the Bikers needed, and maybe that was some other people's plans all along. Now we are in a submission match. 2 out of 3 submissions. The first submission ain't going to get it. It's going to take 2 to win this match. Tammy going up against Bobbi Hart. Bobbi Hart, again, a world caliber wrestler. So big kind of prove it match right now for Tammy. Will Tammy be able to take that step and prove, like, hey, I had a great...
Is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Bikers from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Tammy!
I had a great run as the light heavyweight title, but now trying to step up and step out of that division. Can she prove it here tonight? Bobbi Hart, a great one to prove it against. We will definitely have to see how that goes. Guys, we haven't said this a whole bunch here tonight, but remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any time you go live. Share the video. All of that stuff really helps. Let people know what we're doing right now. Let's get them in here, get them into the stream, get them into the community. so they can hang out with all of us. I know, I'm trying to keep up. Missed the dad. It's bad by the dad joke part. Or the alligator snapping turtle. Sleepy time tea. See, you get it.
And representing the Hart Foundation from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Bobbi Hart.
Bobbi Hart again, our very first caught ever. This goes all the way back to 2K19. The very first created wrestler uploaded to Community Creations that hit 100 downloads. We've had a lot of people hit 60. We've had one hit 80. Now she has actually done the unthinkable and hit 100 downloads. So that is something. Both show. Hey, shout out to the old fish and chip shop. You know what I mean? You got to get into it. Hey, and if you're getting into it, all I'm saying is, if you don't have a YouTube account, create one. Subscribe to the channel. Love to have you in the community. Follow the link at the top of the description. That is a link to our Discord. A lot of fun in the Discord as well. So when we're not streaming, that is where everybody's hanging out at, having a good time, tracking the different wrestling stuff, coming up with their own storylines, coming up with their own things. Just talking, having a good time. So yeah, great place to hang out, great community to be in. Tammy, but look at this. We talked about her like trying to make the inroads against somebody like a Bobbi Hart, and that is exactly what she is doing right now. Remember though, there is no pinfalls in this match. It is a 2 out of 3 submission match. You've got to get your opponent to submit twice to get the victory. No title belts on the line, but there is a lot at stake here. A lot on the line as far as pride goes. A lot on the line as far as who lines up where in what division. And really, you look at both of these women. Normally there's one, you're like, oh, needs it more than the other in this match. And that isn't the case in this match. Both of them kind of needing it equally in this match. Both of them really needing the win here. Tammy to prove it. Bobbi Hart to move up in the women's world title division. So lots of stuff going on. That's what I'm saying. Like right now I want to go out and get fish and chips. When I go to certain restaurants, if I go, for instance, to a Mexican restaurant, the standard is enchiladas. If I go to a barbecue place, the standard at the barbecue place is brisket. If I go to a seafood type place, the standard for me is the fish and chips. If you can get the fish right, you probably got a lot of other things going on as well. Oh, that sounds delicious too. Steak quesadillas. You gotta love it. Bobbi Hart now getting this turned back around on Tammy, but remember, it's not gonna be the first things that happens. And you can see that tattoo on the back of Bobbi Hart. It says quitters never win. Great advice right there. Moving forward. Oh yeah, Sal. Yeah, that's how we have our steak. Right out of the cast iron. Salt, pepper, and butter. Little chopped garlic if we got it, just to baste it in. But that's it. You had much more things. That's like people that eat, like they use steak sauce on steak. Shame on you. How bad does that steak got to be to do that? That steak can create its own flavor. Doesn't need any help. Doesn't need any A1 steak sauce. Yeah, you want to put A1 steak sauce on like a steak burger? Knock yourself out. Look at this. We talked about the submission, and this looks like Tammy's submission. Bobbi Hart looking like she's trying to steal her submission and get her to tap out to it. Tammy not having it, though. Tammy now probably a little ticked off that she even used it. Goes up to the top. Little flippity-doo-dah action off the top rope. Tries to hit her with some more. Bobbi, though, rolling out of the way. Tammy fighting through anyway. Now whipping her into the ropes. Picking her up, and I think thought we were about to see a submission move right there. Tammy not ready to even put one on her. Grabs a chair instead. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God, say Tammy's name and she will appear. Welcome to the stream. Bobbi Hart there going with that crossbody. Not happy about getting hit with the chair. Trying to return the favor. And that's the thing, you know, Bobbi Hart, being a member of the Hart family, she has a sharpshooter sitting in the chamber. And you say she's got it, and there it comes. Here she goes. Tammy right next to the ropes. Can she reach them? No, and now Bobbi Hart letting her up. Yeah, that is very true. You know, it's crazy. We stopped eating we started eating a lot more clean, and it is amazing now how much better the food tastes. We don't eat at fast food restaurants. We don't, typically we tried, and you can't always do it, but we really try to eat like one ingredient foods. You know what I mean? That's why we've lost a lot of weight. So, our clothes fit way better now. Attitude, way better. Oh, here we go, getting up on top of this. Now, what's crazy about that is actually Andrew Dubb's finishing move. But you see Tammy getting this locked in. Is Bobbi Hart going to tap out now? No, Bobbi able to fight through it. Now delivering the hands, letting the hands and the feet go. Flipping up, butterfly suplex. And going after the head, but here's the thing. You would think that the one type of thing you'd want to do is go after the feet, because here it comes again. Is she going to tap this time? Rolls her up. Has the sharpshooter locked in. And still does not tap out. 3 matches left here tonight. Who is going to win? Wowzers. And that's what I'm talking about, going after that lower body. Tammy got hit one time with that barbed wire baseball bat, said no thank you, got back up to her feet. Bobbi still on the move, but now Tammy getting it turned back around, gets her, and look at that. Drops her right down head first on top of that baseball bat, misses the barbed wire part. Bobbi Hart taps out, so now 1-0. Can she get her to tap out again? And she stays on the offense, really getting after her, not giving her a chance to even recover. Going after the head. Making sure it stays down. And is she going to try to lock it in? No, going after this baseball bat now. And look at that, right on top 2 times, on top 3 times, 4. How many baseball bat shots is she going to take? And it feels like the right time to try to put that submission move back on her. And just the brutality of this match. Maybe Tammy should find her way into the match. Does it again. Look, she dropped that baseball bat back down, drops her on top of it again after hitting her a bunch of times. And Tammy will make Bobbi Hart tap 2 times.
Here is your winner, Tammy.
So GG's to Tammy, but now that's got to make you worry, like just a little bit. We know Melinda and Monica going after the very first knockout championship, but after seeing that match there, probably a strong contender for that knockout title might be Tammy as well. So now down to the final 2 matches of the evening. Totes McGotes fighting Bret Hart. No title belts on the line, but at the pay-per-view, we will see these 2 facing off against each other with the Universal World Championship title belt on the line. And now you're going to see Bobbi Hart escort Bret Hart down to the ring after getting tapped out twice. Probably a little ticked off still from what happened there. The nap, snap, and tap, and that it makes sense. That's exactly what happened. So, for the first time in a long time, Totes McGotes only 1 title belt around his waist.
Making his way to the ring, representing the 4 Horsemen from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 258 pounds. The Universal World Heavyweight Champion, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
So, if there was only going to be 1 title belt, of course, that would be the one that you would want. But Bret Hart going to try to make it no title belts around the waist. Again, Bret Hart trading in all of his title shots that he is eligible for by winning Battle Bowl 1 for a shot at the Universal World title belt. Eric Bischoff talking it over with Stephanie McMahon, both of them agreeing that they will let him or allow him to do that. Because remember, this belt here, the Universal title, governed by both the WCW and the WWE. All Universal titles are that way, and thus the name Universal title belt. It's just not another name like the WWE tried to pull off for years. Oh, it's a Universal title. Who else are you fighting then? That was the Universal World title. Serious. Not even a smart name. But here, the WWE wrestlers and WCW wrestlers can fight for the Universal titles. So, both agreeing to allow Bret Hart to trade in all of his Battle Bowl WCW title shots to get the shot at the Universal title. Tonight, that title belt not on the line.
The Hart Foundation from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Tonight, that title belt not on the line, but will be on the line in our very next episode, which will be Bash at the Beach. That is going to be a thing that you do not want to miss. You want to see a very unique arena, a very unique wrestling arena that lines up exactly with the theme Bash at the Beach. Had to make it from scratch, but you will see it. It is absolutely mind-blowing. Beautiful arena. And that will be the site of our next pay-per-view. Tonight, however, no title belts on the line in this match, but whoever can win this match obviously will be carrying the momentum of that into their next match. So Totes McGotes trying to get off to a fast start, recently losing on Nitro to Digital Dogs, losing that $1 million title. Now you see that $1 million title belt around Digital's waist, and Digital becoming the newest member of the New World Order. You know, Totes gets told about that match. Totes doesn't even know Digital's in the New World Order at the time. Then he comes out, so you got some of that stuff going on. You got some of the other stuff going on. And then Bret Hart and the Hart Foundation winning Battle Bowl against the Horsemen. So Bret Hart and Totes McGotes, no stranger to the match. Bret Hart wanted it to be a submission match. Totes said, I am the Universal Champ. I will determine what kind of match it is. Still don't know what kind of match it is going to be, but we do know that it will have Bret Hart and Totes McGotes in it. So Totes probably wanting to exact a little bit of revenge from Battle Bowl 1. Bret Hart probably wanting to prove that he won that match for a reason. Bret Hart, of course, the leader of the Hart Foundation. Totes, not the leader of the Horsemen. There is no true leader of the Horsemen. Totes, Rowdy, and Eagle Star got together and said, no, we're gonna start just ruling by committee. And that is how Bama got in there. By a vote of 3-0, Bama became the fourth Horseman. And that is how they continue to do things. Everybody having an equal say in what goes on. Now you can see what Bret Hart is doing right here. Keeps rolling out. Hadn't worked as of yet, but now it does work. Gets in. Third time apparently is going to be the charm on that, but every time Totes would start to get it rolling, Bret Hart would roll out. And that kind of shows you the experience that Bret Hart has. Been doing this for quite some time. So he starts to get dominated a little bit, rolls out of the ring and rolls back in real quick. Ends up having to do it a few times until it works. Totes finally able, though, to get things turned back around, get back in control of the match. Big slam. Yeah, but it's that kind of evil that maybe that gets you a shot at the Knockouts title. Totes now goes, grabs the leg, 1, 2. And Bret Hart able to kick out in 2.5. Thought that was going to be all over but the crying right there. Totes going after the extraction. Bret Hart sees it coming, however, backs it up, starts letting the hands go to stop it. Whips Totes into the ring, slams him back down on the ground. Totes trying to get back to his feet to make sure that sharpshooter doesn't get locked in. And I was going to say, as we say it, look what happens. But Bret Hart trying to loosen up the legs still, trying to get that lower midsection going. Totes looking like he was about to get a pile driver handed to the top of his scunion. Flips that around, tries to bring Bret out into the center of the ring, but look, Bret sees what's going on and gets out of the way. Now gets Totes over into the corner. Big right hook. Totes now trying to fight through as well. Oh, you saw it. That was going to be the extraction, but look at that. Bret Hart again finds a way to take that arm, flip it over. Totes now fighting through it, but that is the second time Bret Hart has been able to turn the extraction around and stay out of it from Totes McGotes. Totes, too, at one point. One, two. Totes at one point, too, looked like he was trying to put on his finisher or his submission hold, and he fought through it. But look at this, Bret Hart getting Totes locked up now. Sharpshooter. Will Totes tap out? He doesn't, and I think Bret Hart realized he wasn't going to tap out, so let him up. And now getting right back to work on that lower part of the body to make that sharpshooter even more effective. Looking like he might be trying it. Oh, thought he was trying it again. Instead now going up to the top rope. Not a normal thing exactly for Bret Hart. We see it sometimes and goes huge crossbody. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Totes again able to kick out in 2. Bret Hart again trying to get that pile driver on him. And look, here we go. Totes now getting him in. This is Totes' finisher. Hooking it in. Called the Totesify. Instead of testify, you got to Totesify. Bret Hart not Totesifying to nothing, though. Hits him again with the crossbody. This time not off the top. And this might do it. Rolls him over. It looks like it's locked in, really wrenching back on that knee. Totes tapping out. And I'm going to tell you what, not a bad strategy right there. No title on the line.
Here's your winner, Bret the Hitman Hart.
But not a bad strategy there. How far do you want to take this? No title belts on the line in this one. Bret Hart ends up coming away with the win. Now Bret Hart is going to carry some momentum, but is maybe Totes doing something to build up his confidence? And then when that title belt's on the line, snatch it away. Don't know. We don't know what's going through his head, but possibly something going on right there. But I don't know how long I would have wanted to stay in that sharpshooter either. Again, with the very next match is going to be a title match for the Universal World title. So probably just get in and out of that match and then live to fight another day. Now, we haven't seen this tag team in a while, the Primetime Players, but they're going to be going up against Hogan's newly formed NWO. Jace Wagner making his debut in ring here tonight in this match with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. That's funny, Iffy.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 541 pounds, the NWO.
So Jace Wagner, leader of D-Generation X 2.0, defecting from D-Generation X, joining up with Hogan, the leader of the New World Order. And it's one of those things where you wonder, is Hogan looking to try to pass the torch? Is Hogan looking to try to pass his knowledge on maybe to Jace Wagner so he can step away, take a step back from actually wrestling in the ring, maybe start doing more of the advisor, more of the consultor, more of the managing type of a deal, and turn it over? But you know he's not going to turn it over to anybody if they're not ready.
At a combined weight of 448 pounds, the Prime Time Players.
Now the Primetime Players, we have seen a lot of success come from Strudel. We saw a lot come through the King of the Ring. Haven't seen a whole lot of them this year, but now getting to see more of them right here. Him and Kamikaze Von Doom getting ready to hook it up in the ring. Recently, with the Cruiserweight title belt being on the line, we have seen Kamikaze Von Doom kind of making an appearance again, and now these two getting ready to face off against the new version of the NWO. Hogan gonna step up, start first. Kamikaze Von Doom gonna do the same. Now you can see, obviously, giving up a little bit of size right here. Hogan just trying to go straight ham in the main event here. Final match of the evening. Kamikaze Von Doom is really going to have to start using the whole ring, going off, doing some springboards, getting up off the top rope, bouncing around, doing some stuff. Hogan runs in to the referee. Kamikaze Von Doom trying to get it turned back around, but really needs to let the hands and the feet go in order to break through Hogan's defenses. Hogan now has him in the corner. And look at that. Kamikaze Von Doom turns it around. Instead of taking those shots to the head, Hogan reaches out. But this is what I'm talking about now. KVD able to springboard off of that. And get Hogan doing the thing. Now the tag in, and look, double team action going up against Kamikaze. He's going to let him know that he's wrestling right now, but can't seem to find his guy. 2. And just a 1 count. But look, brand new look from Jace. Big boot. Kind of wonder if maybe you learned that from Kamikaze right there. Hogan goes, grabs the leg. And Strudel in the side right there. KVD down on the ground. Strudel now going through, trying to get things turned back around with Hogan. Gets him on the outside. You can see KVD needing a little break. And now Strudel, well, he grabbed the guitar and then he put him right back down. Thought he was going to bring that into the ring. Hogan picks him up and look, gets him in that backbreaker right there. Now, kind of choking him out a little bit. KVD back up and ready on the side. But Hogan now going over, getting Jace tagged back into this match. And you got to think, look, if you're the primetime players, right now, Hogan really seems to be on top of his game. So they both do, but I would think that just size related, you would really want to make sure Hogan stays out of the match. Jace now gets him, whips him in there, and here it comes. Big elbow, takes him right off his feet, and you can see these two guys. You would think that Jace, being the former leader of D-Generation X, Hogan being the leader, that these two guys would want the spotlight, want to share that spot, or not share it, but just have that spotlight all to themselves. But they are making these tags in and out, in and out, in and out quickly in this match. And I was like, what in the heck? Kamikaze Von Doom able to get Hogan up, but Hogan too heavy and then flying over the top of it. Hogan bringing everybody into the ring. He said, hey, it's a party. Let's get this thing started in here. Let's get it started in here. And KVD, look, this is what I'm talking about. You got to use the entire ring. And remember, at the end of the day, it's not if you can pin one. This is a tag team elimination match. It's if you can eliminate all of them. So you got to win at some point, but I'm just saying what I think I would do right now. It seems like they have finally broken through Hogan's defense, but you really want to try to keep one in, not let them go back and forth, not get in or out of doing any of that. Keep the one in the ring, and look, Strudel fighting through, and now Hogan, these guys really starting to make the inroads. Remember, Strudel has the tasty pastry. Kamikaze has the elbow of doom. that he will take off that top rope. Oh, and went for a big right-handed haymaker. Hogan saw it coming, though, and part of it is, you look at the height of Hogan, that haymaker coming from up here takes a little bit longer to connect, and Hogan able to stop it from connecting. Now gets in. Jace stopping KVD from taking it off a springboard. And now trying to be like a good friend, you know what I mean? He's like, hey, you wanted to get up on the springboard, you wanted to do the thing, let me help you out right now. And we have seen that you can win the initial thing, and there's no title belts on the line, but even if there was, in this kind of a match, you can win the first part of this match by countout, and the title belts will still change hand. It just can't be on the final thing. Jace this time, last time he went after a guitar. This time he dropped the guitar, but goes after the chair. Referee trying to get in the way. Jace not having it, though, running right around the referee, and it looked like Hogan was going to go after Strudel, but instead now KVD down in the ring and going after him. And it's a dangerous place to be, down on the ground against Hogan in the center of the ring, because that could very easily set up Hogan's leg drop. You're laying there on the ground, you don't know what's going on, next thing you know, big Hogan leg drop, you're out. KVD gets up, tries to reverse it back around. Jace steps to the side, hits him with a right, rolls up the leg, 2. And KVD able to kick out in 2. It's funny, you look at all the things that said we're way behind. I'm behind on recording 6 of the episodes, like the results. The papers are here. But record the results. This is going to be another one. Plus all the other stats. But yeah, just a lot goes into running these things. So I appreciate you guys being here, supporting the stuff so that we can do it, so that it makes it all worthwhile. Remember, guys, drop likes on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you miss any time we go live, share the video. KVD now trying to get the pin in on Jace. Hogan there to break it up. And now, oh, thought that might have set it up, but look at this. All the wrestlers right now starting to move a little bit slower. There's been a lot of things going on, a lot of really strong moves happening. Strudel now gets in. Goes to grab the chair. Jace rolls out. And he uses that chair on Hogan instead. Jace now gets in. It looks like it's going to happen. Oh, Jace a spades right on top of the chair. The most devastating move in wrestling. And somehow Strudel finds a way to kick out of it. Jace then gets Hogan tagged in. Strudel wanting to get out of here. Hogan saying, no thank you, sir. He says, remember the chair? Hogan tries to hit Strudel. Strudel not having it, though. Strudel turns around, gets the chair out of his hand, suplex, drops the elbow, and could he be setting up for it? Thought he might have been setting up for the tasty pastry. And this time, Kamikaze Von Doom does not miss. With that side-kicking Hurricane Rana, puts him back down, and you can see he wants to get after and go after the elbow of doom. Oh, KVD accidentally hitting the referee. Referee recovers, though, in time and breaks up the attack that was going on his partner. Throws that elbow into Hogan. And again, you got to be wondering, when is the elbow of doom going to come into play? And if he can land it, will it be all over but the crying? Don't know about that, but right on top of Hogan's half-bald head, Kamikaze Von Doom hits the apron DDT. Old oops-a-doodle, huh? We're going to say that. You know what's funny? I was talking with somebody, and we can do a lot of really cool t-shirts. All the funny little catchphrases that get said on this channel and in the community, we can turn those in to Totes McGotes catchphrase t-shirts. And there, Strudel gets in, breaks up the tag. Hogan a little pissed off about that, but looks like, and you can see Hogan even moving slow, gets in there now, tags Jace in. And you gotta believe, once things start going downtown, when you see the first pin, things could happen quickly. KVD able to turn that around though, now whips Jace into the corner. Is he gonna get Strudel in? No, is not. I like oopsie doodle. The old oopsie daisy, the oopsie doodle. Love it. KVD there thought he was going to go for the double team, not getting the double team in as of yet. Instead, choking Jace, now walking over, getting the chair, and is he going to hit Hogan with it for good measure? No, ends up hitting Jace with it instead. And Jace kicking out with authority, but kicking out in two. And here we go. Oh, Jace wisely getting to his feet. Still, that is quite a devastating move, but it could have been worse because the elbow of doom happens from that top rope. So Jace able to avoid it. But Kamikaze looking like he's trying to set him up for it right now. Strudel backing off, letting him do what he does. I think that's every child on the planet. Now picking it up again, went to hit him with it. Jace rolls out of the way. Kamikaze whips him again back into that corner. And now double team action coming in from the primetime players. Strudel oh, that was almost the tasty pastry. Jace fighting through it, however. Letting the hands go, letting the bows go, letting the clotheslines fly. And now getting Hogan tagged back into the match. But again, you got to watch out for it. You know he's got it. He's got it, just waiting to dial it up. Hogan stays on him. And now getting Jace tagged back in. Jace now maybe trying to get after him to get the Jace of Spades again. And look at that. That is usually the prelude to it, but rolls up the leg. Kamikaze Von Doom able to break it up, however. And look at that baseball bat not having it, hitting Strudel with the bat, trying to avoid the tasty pastry. Strudel keeps getting to his feet, but taking a chair shot. Finally, European uppercut, reversing that back around on him. And Strudel getting back over, getting KVD tagged back into this match. And this might be it, right on top of the chair again. The Jace of Spades, and I'm going to tell you right now, no way you kick out of it, but Strudel able to get in, break it up, and that is what I mean. When we see the first tag, things are going to get crazy, and things are going to get crazy with a quickness. Hogan now getting into the ring, and you know we haven't quite seen it yet, but there it is, big boot, and big boot typically leads to the Hogan leg drop. And KVD eliminated by Hulk Hogan. And look at this. Haven't seen this before. Oh, take it back. It's not an elimination. It is a 2 out of 3 falls count match. So KVD wisely getting to the outside. Thought it was the elimination match, but it is just 2 out of 3 falls. So right now, NWO leading 1-0. If they can get one more in, they will win this match. Or will KVD tie it up right here? No, he will not. Jace able to kick out in 2. Look at this, up and down, left and right, zigging and zagging. Jace grabbing the chair, using the chair right now against Strudel, or at least he thought he was. Strudel gets out of the way, and look, Strudel now talking that trash. Jace says, okay, I was going to let it go, but I can't let the trash talking go. Gets Strudel, drops him on his back, on the apron. Referee count already up to 3. Hogan trying to interview KVD right now. KVD not having too many answers, but Hogan's got the microphone in his hands. Jace now grabbing his brother's baseball bat, Totes' baseball bat. Referee up to a 5 count already. Jace now getting back in the ring. KVD working his way back in the ring. Strudel and Jace talking about it, but Jace playing a little possum apparently. And KVD able to get Jace down, now get back in control of the match. And I'm shocked. You would have thought he would have went for it. Thought he would have went for the elbow of doom, but doesn't do it. Jace splits Strudel open in that side right there. Now grabs Strudel and hits him with another elbow in the back of his head, landing right up against that steel chair. Does that come into play here right now? Did that have more of an effect than we thought? And here it is, the Hogan leg drop now. Hooks the leg. And KVD able to break it up before we even get a count in. Hogan looks to the referee like, hey, thought you would have counted faster than that. And Strudel getting KVD tagged in. And look, to be fair, that's probably exactly what Totes is wanting after KVD broke up that match. KVD walks up Hogan, though. Missile drop kick. And right on top of that barbed wire bat, he keeps delivering Hogan's chest right into that barbed wire bat. Now his back. You know, we wondered if it was going to play into, but this is Doom's elbow incoming. Hogan gets out of the way, but at what cost? At what cost? He rolled right back over that barbed wire baseball bat yet again. Jace now getting in to the ring, picking up KVD, trying to put an end to it right now, trying to put an end to the match. Grabs that barbed wire baseball bat, gets to work. KVD, though, look at that, able to fight through that, get Strudel tagged back into this match. And again, we've talked about it. We know Strudel's got the tasty pastry lined up. Jace, though, not having it, hitting Strudel with the DDT. Then he's going to like that spreadsheet. That's just a small piece. That's one of the spreadsheets I've got that is in the Discord channel under current roster. Look at this. This is the second time Hogan went for that 10 count headbanger thing in the corner, and that is the second time it has been countered. Now the primetime players right on top of the baseball bat. Hogan, though, able to tag out. Kamikaze Von Doom saw it coming, wanted to get that pin in, but Jace able to get out of the ring. And look at this, KBD absolutely controlling the ring. Jace now getting it turned back around. KBD turning it back around, back and forth they go like a merry-go-round. Where it stops, nobody knows. And KBD now getting it over into the corner. Gets him up, and again, could be the prelude to it. Hogan gets in to try to break it up, but this could be the prelude to the tasty pastry. Gets the chair, gives him a little wackadoodle with the chair. And here we go. You got to believe it's good. Oh, not it. Picks him up, power bomb right on top of the baseball bat. And again, Strudel trying to set up for it. Jace trying to fight through and not have any part of it, but it could be a tasty pastry right on top of the bat, but it's not. Jace finding a way to break up the tasty pastry to get out of the way. And Strudel bleeding right from that eyebrow down the center. Cannot find a way to get the tasty pastry put in. So far, the primetime players not able to get their signature finisher moves down, but there it is again, another power bomb. And now you can really see that blood really starting to flow from the eyebrow of Strudel. And look at that, Strudel trying to avoid the big shoulder block, unable to do so though. Rolls up the chin, really. Wasn't even the leg right there. Got the chin in that one. KBD breaking it up, but look, is this gonna be... Thought he might have been trying to set it up. But a big shoulder block onto the outside now. Gonna go get Jace tagged back into the match. Whips him in to the ropes. And a big European, a pop-up European uppercut gets KBD tagged back in. Jace, though, getting back to his feet. And there it is. Does this set it up? No. Look at Jace. Jace understanding if he stays on the ground, it could really turn into something bad. KBD now rolling up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And we are tied back up 1-1. The next fall will win this match. And Hogan unable to get in. The primetime players coming out with a win. Think about this. Haven't seen a lot from the primetime players, but backs up against the wall. They get down 1-0 in the match, end up coming back and scoring 2 quick falls against the New World Order. What is that going to mean moving forward for the primetime players? We do not know. But definitely something we want to keep an eye on. Guys, that is going to do it for us here today. Remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. And if you so want to become a member, go over to where you subscribe, that button. There are 3 different levels of memberships, a $4.99, a $6.99, and a $9.99 membership. Choose one of them. I'm a member myself, but choose one of them if you want to contribute that way. All the money and all the proceeds go back into the channel. So it is very helpful and helps me bring even better content. But guys, that is going to do it for us here. Love everything you guys are doing. Make sure when you guys are out in the community, instead of choosing violence today, maybe we choose kindness, okay? Let's choose kindness for today. And I will catch all of you guys in the next one. Peace.